Alrighty guys, I'm going to tell you a little story, so do yourselves a favour, grab yourself a coffee, or in my case a nice cold mocha, and I'm going to tell you a little Trans Am story and how it all began. I know a lot of you guys out there will probably enjoy this. Alright, we're going to rewind the clock back a few years for you.
I would like, if I may, to take you on a strange journey.
I'm going to take you back to the 70s. I'm in the drive-in, in the back seat, and as a little film comes on, it's the second film actually, there's a movie called Smokey and the Bandit, which I thought was just going to be a cowboy film, and to be honest, I wasn't a huge cowboy fan, or cowboy film fan. So when this film comes on, the movie starts, and when that car backed out of that truck,
I see, all right. I see our ass in a swing if we get caught. That's what I see. Okay. Well, God almighty, would you look at that? Beautiful, huh?
and he said, "Honey, hush."
Honey, hush.
I was never a car guy. I was thinking, what is that? Now, sitting in the front seat was my stepfather, and he was American. We just got back from a couple of tours of duty of Vietnam, and he turns around and he says, "It's a Pontiac, kid. It's a Trans Am. Blow the doors off any Australian car." He was almost right. Apart from the Ford GTO. If anyone knows about that car, you know what I'm talking about. That thing was a beast. So, thinking, well, it's in America, I'll never have one. I got to live in America back in the 70s. I actually lived there 3 times. And I really didn't see a lot of Trans Ams getting around, even when I was back there in the 70s. I don't know why. So now we're going to fast forward. It's the 80s. In those days, I had hair. I actually had a mullet. It was a curly mullet. You remember the kind of guys that couldn't go a straight mullet? They'd go a curly mullet. It kind of looked like you stuck a fluffy pillow on their head and it just folded over. That was pretty well me. Tons of hair gel in the side, and Yves Saint Laurent jazz perfume. Love that stuff. So it's the 80s. One night I'm in the bakery where I worked, one of my jobs, one of 4 jobs I had, and I'm rolling dough out of a dough rolling machine. And the guy next to me is chatting to me about cars. And then he says to me, "Hey," he says, "I'm going to get a car." I said, "What are you getting?" He goes, "I'm going to get a Trans Am." I froze. I went, "A what?" He said, "A Trans Am." I said, "What, a Firebird like in Smokey and the Bandit?" He said, "Yeah." This is like 10 years later. I said, "Well, where do you get those from?" He said, "Well, you can get them imported. They do import them, and yeah, it costs you a little bit of money, but you got to convert them and all that." And I said, "Oh, really?" Because we're right-hand drive, in case you guys don't realize. So anyway, what happens is, as I'm rolling the dough, I paused for a second and he had to stop the machine, because as the bread comes out, if you don't catch up, put it in the seat, throw it in the trays, they catch up and they stick together. So he paused the machine. He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm going to get one." He started laughing. He said, "You're going to get one?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "When did you decide?" I said, "Well, just then, but I've always loved that car. I've never really liked many other cars, to be honest." He said, "When?" I said, "Well, as soon as I can." So what happens is, months go by.
Many months later.
I started telling people I'm going to buy a Trans Am. But I talked to a lot of guys. Excuse me. And Aussies are very pro Holden and Ford, Australian Holden and Australian Ford. Don't meet a lot of guys that really like American cars. A lot of them laughed at me and mocked me and stuff like that. Well, word got around. I used to go to a local pub. A pub disco sort of thing. And anyway, this one night I rolled up with my friend from the bakery, and just a little backstory. I won't use his name, but this guy was a pretty hardcore guy.
What for?
He's got a knife.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
He was Maltese. He'd been involved in more than just making bread, let's just say that. So him and I decided to go out to this little pub in Victoria. It's called Rosebud Hotel. A little place they're called Matches Disco. I still remember it. Remember, this is the 80s. So him and I, we walk in there, go up to the bar, grab ourselves a couple of bourbons. There's about 3 or 4 real Aussie looking labourer guys standing in the far corner, and they just start laughing. Hey DJ, you gonna get your Trans Am? You gonna get your Trans Am? And they start mocking me. Well, my friend, we'll just call him Max for argument, Max turns around and looks at me and says, in a very sort of Maltese accent, "What's that about, mate? Why are they teasing you, mate? Why are they making fun? I don't like this, mate." And I said, "It's all right, Max. Just relax, Max. It's fine." He said, No, man, I don't like this." He starts getting edgy, and these Aussie guys telling him, "Just calm down, you silly wog," which is an Aussie slang word. And he turns around and he says, "No," he goes, "You got a problem? I'll take us all outside. I'll take us all out. Trust me, you won't be walking back in."
Come on in, let's show walk. Come on. Then you're gonna limp back. You walk over, but you're limping back. Don't let the gray hair fool you. I ain't no easy win, nigga. You know.
And anyway, we managed to calm the whole thing down, and these Aussie guys said, "Hey, calm your dog, DJ. Put him on a leash." So the night goes on. A couple of these guys, when they'd walk past me, they'd just yell out something, "Oh, Trans Am, go Trans Am, yeah." So what happens was, the night ends, and this club used to finish at 12:30 because it was a pub, but you'd have a club, and we'd all leave there and go to other nightclubs that actually went till 7 in the morning. So anyway, we walk out, and everyone used to sort of congregate at the front of the pub and chat, and talk. What are you going? What are you up to? And as we walk out, right in front of this pub is parked the most beautiful looking metallic grey Trans Am, just sitting there, right? And it's the only car park directly in front. You've actually got to cross the road. In the middle of the road, they actually got parking in the middle section. You know what I mean? Those Aussie guys start ribbing me and they go, "Hey DJ, look, you reckon you can own one of those?" They start giving it to me. Well, my friend Max, he turns around. Now he's really angry.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
And he says, "Hey, you got a problem?" He goes, "I'll take care of you guys." He said, he said, come over to my car, I'll sort you out. And I could see things were going to get pretty hectic, and I know my friend isn't a guy you'd probably want to mess with. I don't promote violence or anything else like that, but I'm just saying he's not a guy you would want to taunt. So I grab him, I say, hey, calm down, Max, it's all right, we're fine, it's not a hassle. "No, I don't like them, mate, they're making fun of you, mate. They keep, all night, mate, you just put up with it, Why do you put up with it?" I said, "It's okay." Finally, so let's go to the other club. So as we go walking to cross the road to the middle section, the middle of the road, there's a parking section. You've got to walk past that Trans Am, and as we walk up to it, he's like, "Mate, look at that, mate. It's like, that is beautiful, like, that's like what you want to own." And I said, "Yeah." And then I pulled my keys out of my pocket, and I pressed the remote. I went, "Dip, dip," and I said, "Get in, but you got to get in the right-hand side because it's left-hand drive." And I'm parked on the left-hand side of the road because we drive on the wrong side of the road for you guys in America.
He's probably drunk.
You're going the wrong way! What? You're going the wrong way!
He says we're going the wrong way.
Oh, he's drunk. How would he know where we're going?
Yeah, how would he know? Thank you. Thanks a lot. Terrific. Thank you.
And he says to me, "Are you kidding me, mate? Are you serious?" I said, "I'm dead serious." He gets in the car. I get in my side, close the door, start the car. I put the windows down. Just as I'm about to drive off, I look at all those guys standing there and I just went, "Bye-bye," and I drove off. My friend Max, he just couldn't believe it. He was just, for the first time I've seen this guy not have something to say. And he looks at me, and I won't use expletives because I don't swear. He says, "Mate, that is the most incredible thing I have ever seen, mate. You know, like, you took that. How long have you had that do that to you?" And I said, "They've been doing that to me for probably 3-4 months since I've been going out there." And I told him. And he goes, "Man, that is the coolest thing." And I said, "You know what? I don't need to impress anybody. I just have to impress myself enough to want to do it." And I said, "It's not there so that they can gawk or go, 'Oh, wow.' It's for me because I enjoy it." And as we're driving along, he looked at me and he goes, "You know, mate, some of the things I've done aren't very nice." And he goes, "But nothing I've ever done is as cool as what you just did then." And that was my beginnings of owning my first 1980 Turbo Trans Am. And for all you haters out there that don't like them, I get it. They're a slug. They're slow, but they're still a piece of history, and I liked it. Now I drive one with an LS in it, so, you know, she's got a little bit more go than the old stuff. But I thought I'd share that story with you guys. It's just a piece of my life, a piece of history. It's a true story, and I thought you'd just find it funny. So let me know what you guys think. If you got a story that about when you first got your first Trans Am, or please let me know. I'd like to know as well. As I've said before in a previous video, cars have history. They have stories, you know, and it's nice to be able to share those, because if you're a Trans Am fan, there's obviously a reason why you're a Trans Am fan or a Firebird fan. I don't care if you're first gen, second gen, or third gen, or whatever. It doesn't matter. The fact that you're into those means we're all in the same kind of club. We love screaming chickens. So alrighty guys, I hope you liked that video. So do me a favor, if you liked, click like, subscribe, click the bell. I'll let you know when there's new videos. And until next time guys, enjoy, take it easy, cruise along, have some fun. This is DJ. Bye for now guys.